California exam cram vocabulary, closing and escrow. 1. An extended title insurance policy. Extended policy. 2. A person who searches out anything affecting the title to real property and summarizes the information in the findings. Abstractor. 3. An insurance policy that protects the insured against loss or damage due to defects in the property's title. Title insurance. 4. The storage facility of a title company which holds and stores the complete title records of properties in its area. Title plant. 5. Something that would warn a reasonably observant person of a potential problem, thus requiring further investigation. Red flag. 6. A complete breakdown of all cash received, all charges and credits made, and all costs involved in the transaction. Settlement statement. 7. Notice given by possession of property. Actual notice. 8. A full summary of all consecutive grants, conveyances, wills, records and rejudicial proceedings affecting title to a specific parcel of real estate. Abstract of title. 9. Evidence of ownership of land. Title. 10. The act of finalizing the transaction in which the deed is delivered to the buyer, the title is transferred, and all costs are paid. Closing. 11. A signed statement, made before a notary public by a named person confirming the signature on a document and that it was made of free will. Acknowledgement. 12. American Land Title Association policy of extended title insurance can be purchased by lender or buyer. Alter policy. 13. The person conveying, or transferring, the property. Grantor. 14. Any benefits that come to a property after a sale must follow the sale and accrue to the new owner, after acquired title. 15. Used to make a gift of property to a grantee who is usually a close friend or relative. Gift deed. 16. Anything of value. One of the essentials of a valid contract. Consideration. 17. The person receiving the property or to whom it is being conveyed. Grantee. 18. Transfers any interest the grantor may have at the time the deed is signed, with no warranties of clear title. Quitclaim deed. 19. The consideration used in a gift deed. Love and affection. 20. A statement of the unpaid balance of a loan and the condition of the debt. Beneficiary statement. 21. A chronological history of a property's ownership. Chain of title. 22. A deed used to transfer title to property, guaranteeing that the title is clear and the grantor has the right to transfer it. No longer used in California. Warranty deed. 23. The transfer of title by the government to a private individual. Public grant. 24. A deed given to a buyer when property is sold through court action in order to satisfy a judgment for money or foreclosure of a mortgage. Sheriff's deed. 25. Public notice given by recording a document with the county recorder. Constructive notice. 26. The deposit of funds or documents with a neutral third party who is instructed to carry out the provisions of an agreement. Escrow. 27. An examination of the public land records to determine the extent to which someone has legal interest in a parcel. A report on the quality of the title that searches for encumbrances and liens or any other items of record that might affect ownership. Preliminary title report. 28. Written directions, signed by a buyer and seller, detailing the procedures necessary to close a transaction and directs the escrow agent in how to proceed. Escrow instructions. 29. Good or clear saleable title reasonably free from risk of litigation over possible defects. Marketable title. 30. An independent third party legally bound to carry out the written provisions of an escrow agreement, sometimes called an escrow agent. A neutral, bonded third party who is a dual agent for the principals. Escrow holder. 31. Completion of an act or process. Execution. 32. California Land Title Association, CLTA. 33. A trade organization of the title companies of the state. California Land Title Association. 34. Someone who directs or authorizes another to act in his or her place in regard to relations with third persons, buyer or seller. Principal. 35. American Land Title Association. Alter. 36. The division and distribution of expenses and/or income between the buyer and seller of property as of the date of closing or settlement. Proration. 37. A written instrument by which a person makes a disposition of his or her property to take effect after his or her death. Will. 38. A person named in the will to handle the affairs of a deceased person. Executor, executrix. 39. A gift of personal property by will. See bequest. Legacy. 40. Dying without leaving a will. Intestate. 41. Written in the maker's own handwriting, dated, and signed by the maker. Holographic will. 42. A person who has made a will. Testator, testatrix. 43. A policy of title insurance covering only matters of record. Standard policy. 44. A gift of personal property by will. See legacy. Bequest. 45. One prepared by an attorney, that is typed and signed by the maker and two witnesses. Witnessed will. 46. A gift of real property by will. Devise. 47. A change in a will before the maker's death. Codicil. 48. A person appointed by the court to handle the affairs of a deceased person when there is no one mentioned in the will. Administrator/administratrix.
Perfect.